Yo, so Royal Champion's been delayed. Oh. All right, so now I've got that out of my system to some degree, composed myself a little. Honestly, this is actually 2 days later, and I'm still not over it. I wanna just start by saying that I know there's loads of people that are frustrated, and I was as well, and that is a perfectly valid and fine way to feel. I've spoken to a few people since the announcement, and some people said they're frustrated. Some people have been genuinely really upset about it. Some angry. Some people are absolutely fine with it. And all of those are absolutely okay ways to feel. I'm going to show you how I feel. I'm a little bit frustrated for reasons I'll explain in a minute. But mostly I'm kind of okay with it, because at the end of the day, the way I see it is that I have only been waiting realistically, intently, just over a year. Loads of people have been waiting longer, some people nearly 3 years. And in my head, the way I see it is that we've all waited this long, a few extra months. Like, I think it's someone worked out, and supposedly it's only an extra 3 months. It's not that long in the grand scheme of things. You know, think about the fact that it's been over a year since the EU beta, before anyone's even had the chance to touch Royal Champions. It's not that long. It sucks, but it's not that long. We can wait another 3 months. This is just, I keep thinking of the fact of 3 months. It's fine. 3 more extra months to get the game that we want, to get the game that we deserve, that we know it can be. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Now onto some things that I've noticed, some things that I've observed and spoken about, and something that kind of annoyed me. First thing that annoyed me, because I want to get all that out of the way. I don't want it all to be negative, because that's doing no... I'm sorry. Negativity is doing no one any good, you know. It's pointless being negative about it. It's pointless getting angry about it. You can feel that way, but it's not going to help us get through it. I still believe the Royal Champions community is one of the most dedicated, and one of the most passionate, and I genuinely think that it should stay that way, and we should try our best to not let a relatively small delay get in the way of that. That one thing that's annoyed me is probably just some phrasing and means nothing, but my brain is stupid and it reads into things. But right at the start of the message that we received, which I will pop up right now, it says, as mentioned in our last post, we're back with another community update about the game. In my head, that basically references that past post was essentially giving us a heads up that this post was coming, which in my small nut-sized brain means that they knew about this post when they posted the last one, or they had some inkling towards it. And the annoying thing is that post was made on the 17th of February, which was, you know, a good month before this post was posted. That annoys me, because if they had some inkling as early as possible that this was coming, I feel like it should have been put out a heck of a lot earlier, because at the point of this being put out, we're, you know, I think it's just shy of 2 weeks of the essential end date of when the game was predicted to be releasing, or promised to be releasing. You know, that was the end of Ubisoft's fiscal year 21. And 2 weeks, I feel like, is just too close for a delay. I feel like that kind of sucks. That made it sting a little bit more. If it had been, you know, earlier in February, they'd just given us a heads up right there and then. The game's going to be a little bit later than anticipated. And communicated a bit sooner, a bit quicker. I feel like that would just take the sting out of it just a tiny bit. It wouldn't completely annihilate it. You know, it's going to suck no matter what. But in my head, anything they can do to give you information sooner takes the sting out a little bit better, and is just generally more transparent and better communication. I feel like shy of 2 weeks before the game's theoretical deadline is kind of a kick in the nards for the community a little bit. Just passing that, let me pop up the message again and we'll go through it. To the Royal Champions community, as mentioned in our last post, we're back with another community update about the game. After evaluating every possible scenario, the team has concluded that they will need a bit more time to deliver the successful game you deserve. We believe it's the right decision to properly honour your excitement and our own for the game and the competitive scene you've started around our beta. We are hard at work for the wait to be worth your confidence in Roller Champions as the game is getting closer to launch every day. We know that many of you have been following the development of the game for a while now, and to showcase our appreciation of your continued support, we wanted to make sure that you get this first. Roller Champions will be releasing this late spring. The wait is almost over, and it's thanks to your trust in our team that we have been able to make such progress. We want to thank you for all the love you've brought to the Roller Champions scene. Your continued support is our fuel during the final stages of production. We're excited for what's to come and can't wait for you to join the arena. Again, we've been given a vague-ish release window again, not a date, and that's fine. Yeah, again, it sucks, but it's what can you do? It's fine. Also, I hate that they didn't say roll up to glory. Wait for you to join the arena? Why not roll up to glory? I'm sorry, that's just a little thing that was in my head. I was reading it and I was like, why does that feel different? But it's not all bad. At the end of the day, it's still a community update. After so long of not hearing anything, this is an official post of some description, and it's good. It's still communication. At least now we have another idea of when the game's coming, and the delay isn't as big, which means that in some form or another, Roller Champions is getting closer and closer to release, and it's not too far away. Now onto some slightly positive stuff. This little outfit on the side of the post here, I believe I've been told this is new. So there is something new. That's kind of cool. It's new and it's kind of cool. You know, it's black and red. It's a nice color combo with a bit of white, and it looks all right. It looks pretty cool. I'll buy it if it comes into the store. I'll buy it. Also, we got this short little video. I'm not sure if it's actually new. I don't know if this is actually new. I've never seen it before, and I thought it was kind of cool. But that's about it. Barring the announcement itself, as much as it sucks, and again, however you feel about it, it's absolutely fine. Hopefully this means that sooner rather than later we'll get an actual date or a more precise release window to some degree. Just because one thing I admittedly was dreading was the fact that it was coming out within the next 2 weeks and I didn't know when, which means that I would not be able to book off time, which I want to. It's impossible to like plan if you want to make content, or if you have other plans that are going to conflict with it, it's impossible to plan around it. At least now, as much as it sucks it's been delayed, there might be a small glimmer of hope that we'll get a more clear date or window for the release. And, you know, content creators, streamers, YouTubers, pro players, teams will all be able to, even event organizers might be able to structure their plans around it a little bit better. It's worth something. You know, it's a silver lining to what is, in theory, just a sucky situation that can't really be avoided. But moving on from that, another thing that it kind of opened up was the community managers. You know, Dork and Sue were both really active in the Discord on the day this popped out. You know, they're trying to calm us, and I'm sure they're just as frustrated as we are, as I'm sure the whole team is. But they shared that the release window works better for them because they have huge plans for the release. And I think that's awesome. You know, that's a nice thing. It's, as far as I know, we haven't really had much information in terms of what's planned for the release. But the fact that they've got some form of plan and something big, that makes me really happy. That excites me. You know, Dork and Sue are wicked, and I'm sure that if they're saying that something's really cool, I trust that it's going to be something awesome. In my head, that means that spring really has got a good chance because they've got these plans in place. And I think that's something worth being excited about. Whether you're excited about it now or you come back to it in a month or so, that's absolutely fine, but I still feel like it's something worth being excited about. But honestly, that's all I really have to say about the whole situation. It's not an overly informative video. I don't have any inside knowledge to share, but I thought it was worth talking about. And I'd love to hear how you guys feel, honestly. Even if that isn't in the comments, even if you post on Twitter or DM me. Everyone in the Roller Champions community is free to DM me. I love talking to people about Roller Champions, and the amount of people I've spoken to already about how they feel, I like it. I think it's interesting to see how other people feel, and it's good to get other perspectives on the whole situation. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and honestly, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm planning on making a heck of a lot more RC content as and when the game comes out and when news trickles out, and I hope you stick around to enjoy it. See ya.